Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sims Info and Thoughts video. So if you're on PlayStation 4 or Xbox One and want to discover University, today is your lucky day because it is now out on both those consoles. Since I have been playing Discover University on PC for a bit, I would say that out of the two expansion packs we got this year, Island Living and Discover University, I absolutely recommend Discover University first. And in some aspects it was better than I expected, and then in some ways it still disappointed me. So I guess you could say it's like most expansion packs for The Sims 4 in that way. Because, I'm sorry, the lack of visible classes still bothers me, because it just feels weird, especially as someone who has gone to post-secondary education multiple times. It's like, oh, it feels like part of that experience is missing, even though you can still see the building that the Sims go inside of, but you can't follow them there. You just kind of have to imagine it, and then you see the notification at the end seeing how well they did in class. But actually what ended up being even more annoying for me is that it doesn't really go with rotational gameplay all that well, because I'm not the type of player who sticks with one family for all that long. I have so many Sims in my game that I switch between very often. So if I play as a Sim who's currently enrolled in a semester at university, and then I switch to another household for a while, and then I switch back, the term for that initial Sim I'm playing as does not freeze. So it's especially bad if I switch to other households for a week or so and then I come back to the initial one, because then the term will have already completed for them and you'll get a notification saying, oh, the term is completed, and then it shows the grades that they got. And I believe it is around a B or a B plus every time if you just let the term for that Sim just go through without playing as them. So if you want your Sims to get on the honor roll, then you have to play as them. You have to keep playing as them, and if you switch to another household, don't do it for more than a day. So that's really limited my playstyle and how I do my Let's Plays. So yeah, if you play like me, that's definitely something to keep in mind, and it's not something that I see talked about a whole lot. It's too bad there's no option in the options menu to freeze progression for terms, just like how there is for aging, because I actually play with aging off. There definitely are some things I think they really nailed this time around though. Like how, for example, you don't need to live in Brightchester in order to attend university. You can still live at home if you want, because in The Sims 2 and The Sims 3, you can't do that. You have to go to the university world if you want your Sims to be university students, which was very limiting. I also love that they seem to have listened to a lot of our feedback about how The Sims 4 is just too easy. You can make your Sims' life really difficult in university if you make them join organizations and have a full course load of 4 classes per term, and also try to have them maintain a part or even full-time job while still studying, and also a decent social life, and also keeping your Sims healthy. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It actually feels true to life, which I think is pretty nice. I'm also really glad they brought back servos, because that was the next occult / life state that I really wanted after we got spellcasters and mermaids this year too. Though I'm not sure why they changed up the servos' appearance so much. I feel like they're really only servos in name only. They don't really remind me at all of the ones that we had in The Sims 1 and The Sims 2. I also gotta give some honorable mentions to some other features in this pack, such as the 3 careers with lawyer, engineer, and education, as you can kind of see them as post-game rewards for getting through university, though you don't have to actually go through university in order to access those careers. And then there's bicycles, toilet stalls, and shower woohoo. Those 3 things I think should be in the base game, because I don't think they're just like necessarily special to university. They're things that really just apply to everyday life. hopefully they could at least patch in bicycles in the future, kind of like what they did with laptops, where initially they were only in Strangerville, and then we did get laptops later with the freelancer update, as well as a new laptop with Discover University. So that's another thing Discover University has, but I still think there is more they could do with bicycles, like making them compatible with children, and being able to choose your helmet without having to use mods, because especially since we're talking about consoles today, The Sims 4 does not support mods on PS4 and Xbox One. So that would be really nice as well, because we can have our Sims choose their own umbrellas with seasons, so why not be able to choose your own bicycle helmet? And I think it would be really cool if they could make it so that children initially would start off with training wheels, and then you could have maybe a teenager or adult or elder help them out and help train them to ride a bike, so that eventually then the children don't need training wheels anymore. It could be somewhat similar to how teenagers could learn how to drive in The Sims 3. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention the Creative Sim items, because I think this might be the best pack so far for Creative Sim items. I find the Creative Sim items are really versatile this time around. It's not like with, say, Island Living, even though I love the Creative Sim items in that pack as well, they're a lot more versatile, so that it's not just for university, really. It can be used for Sims anywhere, and I think there's a lot of cute stuff. Also, today marks exactly 30 years since the very first episode of The Simpsons aired, so that's pretty cool. And that wraps up another Sims Info and Thoughts video, so feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about Discover University, and do you plan on getting it on consoles? And be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest content from The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!